pocket like rocket fuel.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Redskins. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Check 53, Mike. I'm coming up for winning.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starts right out of them.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Running on first down, Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott now. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Now, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 27. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 7 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any...
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ben Gideon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Looking long for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanking the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Watson on 1st down. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Freeman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And Thomas has it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Prescott to throw it. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Redskins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention he deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here's Matt Hawk now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll look to run with Freeman. Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Prescott. He's got it to Williams. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Come on, guys. We got this.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Watson, and he'll complete this one to Berrios. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works. Now Washington getting in the first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come to halftime at a 5. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to connect with Barrios. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On the stop was Aaron Donald. A give, Eckler running to the right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. It's complete to Drake. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down.
Check. Fresno.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get this one up. 9 here. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the
Davis. And now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Now Prescott to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to lean on that guy right now.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 27 yards there, a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On second and 12, Prescott. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. On first down, Snell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 24, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And it's third down. Prescott from the gun on third. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Austin Eckler, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. A 10-play drive that time, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there in need of both the touchdown and the two-point conversion here, down 8.
And it's time to just separate those two in his mind. Okay, the two-point conversion will have to come later. I remember playing for a coach and hearing him tell our quarterback, son, there is no such thing as an 8-point play. So let's not even worry about that. Get it into the end zone. We've got the two-point play cooked up, but let's get to that when the time is right.
Let me try to focus on the 6. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, it's Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. It's Eckler again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
47. Go, get out there.
Throwing here, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's Snell on 3rd down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 8, a little over 50 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. He's back to throw.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson. Finding Knox there, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One last throw here for Watson. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for the Redskins, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Bucs.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm finding smell from my head to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve, though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish